So we need to do a little recap here. If you remember, the Subnautica sequel is supposed to come out at some point. It has actually been pushed back recently. But you see, there has been quite a bit of drama with that game. You see, the game developer for that series is Unknown Worlds Entertainment. They developed the game. They are based out of the US, and they are actually owned by a South Korean publisher called Krafton. And if you remember, as I said, the game Subnautica 2, that is supposed to be coming out very soon. But you see, about a month ago, there was a lot that happened. The release date got pushed back about a year to 2026, and around the same time, like literally within the same 24-hour period, 3 huge people at Unknown Worlds basically got laid off or fired or let go from Krafton. Now, this is the 2 co-founders, Charlie Cleveland and Max McGuire, and the CEO at the time, Ted Gill. Basically, all 3 of those got canned. And then also, right around that time, those 3 guys, they actually filed a lawsuit that was against Krafton. Again, that is the publisher. But now, actually just yesterday, game developer has actually come out and said that those 3 guys are actually getting sued by not the publisher Krafton, but basically where they used to work, the developer Unknown Worlds. It says they are filing a lawsuit against these 3 guys for allegedly downloading over 170,000 confidential files. Now, it basically looks like Krafton, the publisher, shared this information yesterday, I think, with game developer, and this was filed about 6 days ago on August 15th. This lawsuit from Unknown Worlds against these 3 guys. So the whole lawsuit is for allegedly abandoning their duties and for downloading confidential company information, basically while they were abandoning ship. At the bottom there, it says that those 3 guys allegedly became disinterested in developing Subnautica 2 and instead chose to stop working on the game. And it says, notably, it also accuses them of downloading over 170,000 confidential company files before their employment was terminated. So when you look at the redacted public version of this whole lawsuit, it is all legit. This is all in the state of Delaware, it looks like. So I kind of scrolled through it, and this, I would say, is kind of the big highlight allegation here. So again, this is alleged by Unknown Worlds. It says, while these threats of litigation and self-publication were pending, the key employees, so those 3 employees, began to remove company confidential information to their personal devices. I think remove is kind of an odd term there. I think what they are alleging is transferring these files. So it says Gill, that was the CEO, he exported his entire Unknown Worlds email account on June 2nd of this year, and then again on June 30th. Now it says the 2 others, that is McGuire and Cleveland, those are the 2 co-founders, they grew more active in the week before their threatened termination. So it says McGuire downloaded 99,902 company files in the days leading up to his termination, and Cleveland downloaded 72,140 company files. Now it says Cleveland was stopped in the middle of his activity. His last download from the company's system occurred just 8 minutes before the company terminated his system access. These downloads were by far the largest downloads for each of the 3 key employees at any time since at least 2022. Now, if these allegations are true, would this actually be illegal? They were working with the company at the time they were downloading these files. I mean, assuming they at the time actually had legitimate access to these files at the time, would this be illegal? So I really think yes, as long as Unknown Worlds can prove that these 3 guys basically knew that they were going to get terminated when they downloaded all of these files, and they would probably also have to prove that the downloading of these files was basically really not needed for their work at the time. I am absolutely not a lawyer. That is not legal advice, by the way. This is just my opinion, but I believe this would be a sort of corporate espionage. Probably more broadly, this would fall under a term called data exfiltration. Again, they would just have to prove in court that these 3 guys were acting as a sort of malicious actor, even though they were at the time employed with the company. So we will see what actually happens. This whole Subnautica 2 drama just got even more crazy. Everybody got their popcorn because it ain't going away anytime soon. This could be going on for quite some time.